This is what you call OCD Max. Whoa! Everything's tilted. Hello, peoples and pleeples. This is Mikoy. Welcome back to another episode of the BLT podcast. I'm joined by the number one Nick superfan.
I'm not a sports fan.
But you live in the same country as the world champions.
What? NBA is a national thing.
Yes, and they call themselves the world champions. Don't ask me why.
I haven't heard anyone call them that.
They refer to them yearly. I don't know why. Anyway, introduce yourself.
Poker 2004 here.
Last time we covered Week 7 recap and the semifinals predicts. This time, because no one seems to be watching BLT these days because they all played... What? It's been 2 weeks since the last one.
Last what?
Since the last video, or the last, official round, because last week was...
Well, obviously it's been 2 weeks since the last video. You said yourself we're not doing a video last week.
Yeah, we weren't. I deliberately made that choice. But today, this week, we're gonna do a 2-for-1 special, folks. We're going to review the semis, the tiebreaker, and predict finals. It's not a lot of games, thankfully. Starting off, we had the Sandcastlevania tying the Jubilife Jirachis, forcing the tiebreaker. So first off, we had Ubers, where we saw JB291 defeat Vidiot. The king has been overthrown, folks. It's not the first loss of Vidiot, I know. But JB did it in a way that was pretty stolid.
I'm not sure if it's even the second loss of Vidiot.
Okay, third. He has been beaten a couple of times. But
let me look.
The fact that JB used kind of a stolly team to beat Vidiot, which is the only way to beat Vidiot, I guess.
I don't know. I was kind of confused at why Vidiot lost this, because it seemed to me like he brought something good into stall.
Well, let's take a look. Turn 10, we saw Koraidon die to the Landorus's Rocky Helmet as 7U9I2's Koraidon Terra Fires on turn 23, while Dondozo Terra Fairies to stall it until Dondozo died on turn 40. Then, we saw the Arcus Fairy getting burned, while Gliscor kills Koraidon on turn 55, before dying to Kyogre, as Ho-Oh burns the King Gambit on turn 67, before being poisoned by Eternatus, who dies to his Brave Bird, as King Gambit dies to Spikes, allowing JB to win.
Vidiot played a bit too recklessly, perhaps. He used a water spout very, very sparingly, as if he had more of them than he did.
He played too haphazardly, trying to get the water spouts right, I guess.
Yeah, probably should have went for some more origin pulses in substitution of that.
Yeah, he ran out by turn 29.
Yeah, when I'm sure that would have come in handy down the line. And also, he let his Kyogre get so low, even though he had a Eternatus in the back.
You think he was willing to sack that more than Kyogre?
Well, I don't know, to be honest. I guess it was Scarf, so it probably didn't have recovery.
No, it didn't.
I guess that was one of the things in which his team kind of fell short for versus Stall. It didn't really have good recovery at all. The only mon that could recover, I guess, was Arceus, assuming this Eternatus didn't have recover since it's Scarf.
Which, which was a special variant of Arceus before it eventually died, so...
But yeah, he had Taunt on Koraidon, on Arceus, on Landorus. He had triple Taunt!
Yeah, he had the tools to beat JB's stall team. Didn't take advantage of it. Didn't even try to utilize all his taunts.
Well, what I wonder is, would he have been better off if he didn't Terra his Koraidon? I feel like he might have been.
He might have been. Probably would have been a better Terra than the Koraidon.
I don't know what would have been a better Terra. I don't know what his Terra types were. But yeah, typically having Taunt and having Kyogre, these are typically good into Stall.
Yep. Fortunately, didn't really play around the tools well, so...
Speaking of which, I think that's an interesting Kyogre set.
What? The water
I think it's Mystic Water.
Oh, it's not Scarf?
No, bro. It was using different moves consecutively. Obviously, it's not Scarf.
Mystic Water, that's a interesting one.
Makes sense, though. And besides, the item was never revealed, but that's what I think it was, since it's not Boots, it's not like Citrus Berry.
It's not even Life Order leftovers, yeah. No real
it's
HP.
Not Choice, no lefties. So, it's not Covert Cloak either. So, Mystic Water, probably.
2 water moves?
Or it's Assault Vest, but that would be weird. I think it's probably Mystic Water.
Running 2 water moves on Kyogre does help. Yeah. Next up, we had the first of our 3 OU games, which we had No Name defeat Clean, bumping his record up to 8-0 at the time.
At the time, indeed.
So, turn 9, we saw Pecharunt poison the Landorus as Kyurem defeats Deoxys in King Gambit, while Pecharunt Terra Ghosted to beat Hatterene. Then on turn 26, we saw the Scizor killing the Great Tusk, while Dragapult kills Dragonite, while Iron Valiant crit kills Moltres on turn 34 before dying to Scizor. Then in the end game, we saw Pecharunt stall out the Scizor to kill it before Dragapult Terra Dragons to beat it, winning No Name the game. It was closer than most No Name games.
I suppose.
He tried stalling it at the last possible point, but because Dragapult had Terra left and he was gonna do big damage with Hex.
Presumably Hex always killed there, even if it was like mostly full health, but if there was a chance it lived, I think Clean probably should have kept, parting shotting and recovering and stuff. You gotta take as little damage as possible.
Yeah, you shouldn't have taken a lot of bullet punches.
Although at that point, No Name might have just switched in Dragapult at some point, and it would have been over anyway.
Yeah, Dragapult was just too fast and had Terra left, playing to his advantage.
Yeah, that's true. It didn't matter anyway, because Dragapult had Terra left.
Yeah, No Name did well to keep Terra in the back and for this situation. Next is the second of our 3 OU games. We had Your Dunk defeat Batty. Yes, Your Dunk did defeat Batty during the semis portion of this round, utilizing very similar teams. Just replaced a flying ground type and Primarina for Heatran, and you almost had a mirror matchup.
I like Your Dunk's team better. It's more colorful.
Same.
Like, you can form a somewhat proper rainbow here, but you can't do that for baddies.
You almost can. Just gotta replace some colors a bit. Make them shiny. So, turn 11, we saw Goldengo kill the Zamazenta, while Rillaboom Terrifiers to Oko the Heatran with high horsepower, outspeeding it even. Well, normally Heatran is always slower than Rillaboom, so what does it matter? So, Darkrai defeats Primarina on turn 21. Rillaboom then kills the Gliscor after a sack, killing Goldengo, while Darkrai kills Rillaboom on turn 29, finishing off Batty's Darkrai in the end for Your Dunk to win.
That Rillaboom went ham.
Terrifier Rillaboom at that too.
Yeah, with Lumberry.
It's a good
Hell,
set.
I don't think it didn't really need to Terra even, because it had Lumberry, and I guess it was faster than most of what was left and had priority, even if it wasn't.
Good thing it didn't face off against the Darkrai. It also would have been a dead thing. But yeah, good little win, good little utilization of the monkey, and just grassy terrain working in his favor. Alright. Next is the third of our 3 games. Chico's defeating Groza. Another Jirachi domination in the OU slots.
Yes.
So, we had turn 6, Landorus setting rocks, defeating Garchomp on turn 12, as Darkrai tricked the Great Tusk's item and froze Zamazenta on turn 23. Great Tusk having an Assault Vest variant? I don't know if that's common?
If that's one of the sets that exist. I don't actually know how common it is, but I know it exists.
I guess if you don't want to run boots, like, boosting your special defense is fine? Better, even? I don't know.
I mean, Great Tusk can run quite a number of things. Like, it can run Scarf, Boots, Assault Vest, Leftovers.
Hell, even Life Orb if you're ballsy. Anyway, the freeze...
strategy.
Yeah, but anyway, the freeze on Zamazenta, though. Yikes. It thawed out immediately after, which is a good thing, but before it died to Landorus. Samurott then dies to Darkrai after it tried Sucker Punching, while Iron Crown beats the Great Tusk before Groza forfeited because he had 2 things that are weak to basically Iron Crown.
Yeah, and, I understand why he tarried, because there was a Sinistra on the other side and that Shadow Ball, but I'm wondering if it would have been better not to.
You think so?
Then again, I guess he couldn't have known Chico's was carrying Psyshock.
Probably not. I don't know how common Psyshock is to Iron Crown. Maybe it's one of the more common ones, actually. But yeah, a good little Chico's win, extending his already dominant record. So
his already dominant record of who knows? Because this ain't updated.
This ain't updated quite yet. Next is Yu. Speaking of glow-ups, speaking of dominant records, Blidius defeating Itoshi Flower, the king of Yu. I understand.
Although it was a pretty, it was pretty close.
It was pretty close, even though I don't really like Itoshi Flower's Trick-Room team here. It is a bit fragile, except for maybe Corselia and Diancie. That's it. So, we saw turn 2, the Hat Trim tried to set Trick-Room, got rocks because Mold Breaker Excadrill.
Yep, it also got crit by Earthquake, didn't it?
It did. Allowing Conkeldurr to kill Skarmory.
You say Conkeldurr?
That's what most people called Conkeldurr back during Gen 5. As Diancie Terra Grounded to kill Pheasantipede on turn 18. After a setup with Meteor Beam. Conkeldurr then kills the Excadrill, as Arcanine Hisui then Terra Fires and swept the rest of the team for Blidius to win. All Blidius needed was a good setup with Arcanine Hisui, and boom, he swept. Any other thoughts?
Okay. Not really. I like the team. I like the team Itoshi Flower used, but
because it was a JoJo reference.
Yeah. I guess that is kind of part of it. Kind of interesting what he named some of them, though. I don't know if they all necessarily fit. But I have to wonder what the full set of the Enamorous was, because, no, he didn't use Earthquake at any point. Not Earthquake. Earth Power.
Earth Power.
He didn't use Earth Power at any point, which I found odd.
He probably would have used it had he had Earth Power.
Yeah, I think so.
Giorno Giovanna.
There was something that I was thinking of that I didn't like. What was it? Yeah, never mind. I don't think I really have any complaints, actually.
Wait, one of those teams is named November Rain and it's Necrozma? Okay.
You understand that one, right?
I do.
That's a bit of a newer reference, as some might know.
Jodio. Good old Jodio.
Yes.
Alright. Next up is... Well, I wouldn't say they're not a JoJo fan if they did watch the series, but I was gonna say not JoJo fans. Lost Memories versus Max's C23, but I guess I'll never know.
You don't know if they're JoJo fans or not.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting into. And now watch, they'll bring freaking JoJo names in their RU game, their eventual next RU game, whenever that may be. But Lost Memories brought Stall, and Max killed it because he brought Sun. So turn 8. We saw Cleavor kill Quagsire, dying to Suicune later as Entei kills the Muk Alola on turn 18. Then we saw Ninetales Healing Wish as Entei used Mirror Herb to set up. Against...
Surprisingly, not the first time I've seen that set.
Really? You've seen the Mirror Herb Entei?
Yes, I think I have. Maybe it was last year.
That's funny. But it did miss Sacred Fire on turn 27 against the Chestnut. It did kill it later, but you had to survive one body press to do so.
Yeah, I wonder if that was a roll. It was a 43% chance of it killing. Or 44, I guess.
So on the lower end.
Yeah.
But still, that's a pretty high bar. Well, actually, no, that's not a pretty high bar. It's almost 50-50, but whatever, it's fine. But yeah, it did kill the Chestnut after, and then Venusaur just melted the Terrasteel Altaria before Lost Memories eventually forfeited.
Venusaurs were going ham in RU this week.
Hey man, don't underestimate the Sun Sweeper. Don't underestimate good old Venu.
Sun in general went ham in RU this week.
Maybe we should suspect test Ninetales. Or Sun, if not Sun in general.
Or they just ban Heat Rock again.
Maybe. Alright, next up is NU, where we saw Acrotix defeat Regiboob. Is this a told?
Yeah.
Dang. I mean, I had faith that Regiboob was going to win against Acrotix, but Acrotix learned. Acrotix learned from last time they faced off.
Yeah.
Turn 5, though. It wasn't without hacks, though, because turn 5, Rhyperior managed to freeze Vaporeon with Ice Punch.
Hey, let's not pretend that matters.
But it's just hilarious.
But it doesn't matter.
Because Vaporeon had Scald and immediately thawed after. Which...
Yes, because that's how Scald works.
Well, Scald burned also the Goodra on turn 12, as Gligar poisoned the Rhyperior on turn 25. Not one made a 6-7 joke that made me laugh. On turn 25.
You have a bad sense of humor.
Or I'm just consumed by brain rot. So Gligar poisoned the Rhyperior on turn 25 before it killed Incineroar. Then, on turn 30...
Yeah, goated Earthquake. That was a goated Earthquake.
It was a goated Earthquake. As Monkey Dory then kills Caparaja, as Goodra poisoned the Articuno Galar, while Vaporeon sets up and Terra poisons on turn 42, killing Goodra and Monkey Dory, also dodging the Toxic. Flamigo then kills Rhyperior with Reggie's Flamigo, killing Acrotix on turn 54, as before Bronzong defeats Articuno and Terra Fairies to beat Flamigo to win Acrotix the game. Any of your thoughts?
Not really. This was just overall a very well-played game. Although, there was something I was wondering. What was it? Oh, yeah, that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much it really matters, but was there a reason Regiboob switched out Vaporeon?
That's what I wondered too.
Was it slower?
Probably
I guess it might have been slower.
Probably was slower. I mean, it avoided the Custap Berry with Rhyperior, so I don't know why you tried to switch out. Why you would switch out Vape when you had a good chance of killing
Well,
it.
my guess is that Rhyperior may have simply been faster because who runs a speedy Vaporeon? No one does. Whereas there's actually reason to run some speed on a Rhyperior.
Yeah, you don't think that there will be any weakness policy Rhyperiors going around, huh?
There are some.
Good. Good God. Yeah. As the birds sing and picked up the mic. Good win for Extratix in general, though.
Yes. And you doubted him. You doubted him.
I just thought I had more faith in the opposition. Speaking of, but someone who I didn't doubt was the next one. The king of PU, Memphis Depay, defeating Eldids.
You just be calling anyone the king of anything.
Listen, man, when you have the Castlevanias, you have the kings of... They're pretty much the kings of their tiers, man.
Then why are they out?
Yeah, exactly. Why are they out? Well, their OU core isn't as strong. So we had turn 7, Rhydon setting up rocks, as Skuntank crit kills the Shaman on turn 10. Oh no, not turn 10, turn 30. Because it did last a long. After...
Yeah, do you think that gunk shot mattered?
No, don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Could have switched in Slowbro Galar at that point. But Milotic did burn the Slowbro Galar and killed Bombardier on turn 52. Then we saw Pawmot defeat Mudsdale. Yeah, an electric type beating a ground type. That's funny.
Well, I mean, it was low.
It was low. It was just funny. And kills the Lantern before Terra Electricing to beat said Slowbro and win Memphis the game. And your thoughts?
Why did he keep surfing the Milotic?
I don't know. Want to get a free chip, I guess.
Was he calling a switch from Rhydon? I don't know. I think if you have some knowledge of PU, which clearly Memphis Depay does, I don't think you ever really want to switch in a Rhydon into a Slowbro Galar because they usually do run surf.
They do run surf, and Memphis Depay was smart to keep Rhydon in the back before it lost to Ambipom.
I don't really think he had that much of a reason to switch into it because, like, Milotic is kind of fine in that position.
It was... What was Milotic? 37. It was 37%, but he could easily recover at that point. He had more than enough recovers.
Yeah, you gotta remember, Milotic is kind of a specially defensive tank.
He is, and the fact that Eldids didn't... the fact that Eldids... I don't know. You should have done Shell Sidearm or something instead. But anyway.
Wait, do you want to know if the thing mattered?
Okay. The Skuntank? The gunk shot?
Yes.
Sure.
Let's see, presumably.
Lamau? How much?
It's apparently a 50-50 for a one-hit KO.
Lamau times 2. Alright.
And, wait, it wasn't full health at the time, was it?
93, close to it.
Let's go back. well, 94.
So it's still
It was
50.
94. Let's see. Okay, the chance of it mattering is a lot less with given that.
Your chance.
Because normally. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. There, yeah. Yeah. There was like an 80-something% chance to one-hit KO it from that range.
Your chances of critting drastic go down.
So yeah, it mattered, like, there was like an 18.7% chance of that crit mattering.
Oof.
Not high.
Oof. Alright, well, it was gonna kill either way. Let's just call a spade a spade. It wasn't gonna matter. Alright, next up we have LC. We had Rahul defeat Demarvi. Demarvi? Or is it Darky?
Okay.
Using kind of an odd rain team?
I think it's goated, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, okay. There parts of it are, yes. So, turn 4, we saw Glamette setting the hazards and the rain before dying to the Trapinch, while Horsey defeats Shalandit, Terra Electricing to kill the Marini before dying to Trapinch.
I find it funny. I don't think I've ever seen a Horsey in LC until now. Usually in rain teams you see, like, Psyduck, I guess. So this is my first time seeing a Horsey, and I'm thinking, surely this thing is like gonna Terra Electric to kill that Marini with Terra Blast, right?
Yep.
That makes sense, right?
Yep.
Mind you, I don't know what they even run, but I just figure that because, like, I think it gets coverage to cover its other weaknesses, right?
Yeah. I mean, pretty much
mostly.
Pretty much the only thing it can do is, like, what, Terra Blast to kill other water types?
I don't think it really gets,
Ice Beam?
I wasn't saying that. I was going to say I don't think it really gets water coverage normally, so I figured this thing's gonna Terra Electric and Terra Blast, right?
Yeah.
That's what makes sense here. Because, like, otherwise it's mostly covered, but with that, now it's, like, fully covered.
Yeah, it's fully covered. Horsey is pretty much unstoppable under rain. And, yeah.
Well, clearly not, because, damn, that Meanfu is bulky. It lived.
It was, well, yeah, it was using what? Oh, yeah, it did live under. And maybe it was a chance.
Barely, but it lived, and that surprised me.
Yeah. Surprised at the power, or surprised at Meanfu's tankiness?
Surprised that Meanfu survived that, because Calc was saying normal Meanfus don't survive that, so that was a bulkier Meanfu.
Yeah, what kind of magic hoo-ha did you put on your Meanfu, huh? Alright, so...
Well, it's probably more of a slow tanky Meanfu rather than the normal fast pivot.
Okay. So, then, after the fact, we saw Grievard being the one to set rain. Grievard being a rain setter. Allowing Squirtle to set up with the Shell Smash and kill Meanfu. Forcing Trapinch to Terra Water to kill it. On turn 20, killing Weasel before being encored by Shroodle. Dying to it for the Rahul to win.
Would First Impression have not killed the Squirtle?
I guess not.
Well, even if it doesn't, it's not a huge loss because usually Trapinch runs faint, right?
It does. Yeah. It was gonna get that. It was either Trapinch was basically caught in a 50-50 of, okay, do I go for the kill to Weasel and then just got dunked on by the Shurtle, or do I get easily dunked on by the Weasel? Because if I clicked anything other than first impression, I probably wouldn't have survived a thing.
I guess.
Like a crunch.
I do wonder if the Trapinch was carrying Faint, because imagine if Z-Darky used Faint on turn 23 when Shurtle encored.
Oh. Then automatic damage. Probably would have died.
I don't know if that would have won. Probably not.
Probably not.
Because then Shurtle would be using Stab Feint.
Yeah. Probably not.
And that Trapinch would probably just die in a couple hits.
Good win. Good win by Rahul. Makes up for it then the season itself. Alright, next up is Monotype.
Wait, makes up for the season itself?
I mean, like...
Did Rahul do badly?
He did quote himself saying, like, this tour has been kind of up and down.
Seems so. Seems he ended off 4-4.
Oh, well. Next is Monotype, where we saw Thanos defeat Ringmaster Uta.
Well, you're right. Next is Monotype. It's literally the game right under it.
Yeah, they played consecutively after, and Thanos won. Bringing Steel against Dark. First off, we had turn 13, where we saw the Iron Shreds managing to kill the Tinglu, while Goldango killed Muskernia as Darkrai continuously flinched the Heatran, even getting a crit at one point until it died on turn 24. Actually, flinched twice before dying to its thing.
Huh.
Then we saw Hoopa kill Skarmory as Scizor manages to set up Swords Dance to sweep the rest for Thanos to win. Do you have thoughts?
Not really.
There was kind of a little bit of hacks, but Thanos managed
Some flinches, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, but Thanos toughed it out and won. Next is doubles, where we saw Icy Penguin defeat Akaru Kokuyo.
I think this one was lucky for Icy Penguin.
Oh, it was. This is kind of a luck thing. Yeah.
This is Crit Central Station, Mikoi, but also I think he might have won a very crucial speed tie. It might have been a speed tie.
So on turn 1, we saw Goldango kill the Kyurem, losing to Okidogi as Incineroar Terra Ghosted, while Amoonguss died to their own Mr. VGC Incineroar. Sinistcha then sets up Trick Room as Ogerpon kills Incineroar before dying to Icy's Ogerpon, which basically enforced crit kills on everything, managing to crit kill the rest of the competition despite being at a disadvantage. Icy Penguin managed to win.
Didn't Akira also miss like 2 play roughs?
They did.
Yeah, one of them was probably a bit crucial.
One of them was because
I'm trying to think. When was that? When did he miss them?
turn 14 is when it started.
Icy's Ogrepon dodged a +2 play rough.
Yeah.
Let's see if how much that matters. Okay, so it's possible it may not have killed per se, but it would have done a lot, obviously. Would have done even more if Akaru's is more attack invested than the calc gives. It wasn't full health, but I think it did a maximum of about 78.
Ouch. Okay. Would have taken a big jump.
Still an unfortunate miss because you don't get anything done in that turn, and you really need things done on that Ogrepon because that thing ended up, that ended up destroying Akaru's whole endgame with all the crits.
Yeah, it would have. If he had gotten a big chunk out of it, Ninetales would have easily done the Icy Wind thing and got Ogrepon the low so he can kill it, and then just left with Icy Penguin with the Moltres and the Kyurem, which immediately died. So yeah.
Now there is another thing I am curious about. Let's see. Incineroar.
What?
Was this a min speed? Was this a min speed Incineroar? Like, more than just 0 speed, but like actual, like, no speed investment whatsoever? Like, literally negative speed investment? That was a slow-ass Incineroar. Let me see this. I gotta see what this investment is. That slow. Like, because even at min speed, it's not that slow.
And there was no, like, stat drops or anything. Makes sense that Ogrepon would outspeed it.
Aha! It was a minus speed nature.
It was running negative speed. You're right.
Yeah, what the hell?
Massive bulk, I guess. Akira just wanted the massive bulk. Fuck speed.
So wait, yeah, then it was a speed tie.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Well, unless Akira was running even less speed for some reason, but at that point, do you need to do that? Why would you do that? Like, this isn't a full Trick Room team, so I don't think it's needed.
It's not.
But yeah, this is this Incineroar, supposing it is in fact a minus speed nature, it is 140 speed. The Ogrepon at 0.4 times speed, that is 140.
Oh, that's hilarious. It was a speed tie.
Yeah. Akaru lost to a speed tie then.
With
all the crits suck too, but like actually no, the play rough miss actually did matter quite a bit in hindsight too, because Icy Wind could have maybe closed it out if that play rough hit.
That's what I was saying. Like, Icy Wind would have killed friggin' Ogrepon, and then you would just be left with a Kyurem and a Moltres who just dies.
Yeah, so Akaru did get unlucky here.
He lost to a speed tie with negative speed.
I guess it's one of those rare times where having a minus speed nature in Sinnoh is actually very costly.
Hilarious. Alright.
It was also 50-50 on whether it would be costly or not.
A lot of factors didn't go Akari's way. Alright, next up is National Dex, where we saw Flygon leader Omar defeat Spy OP. I think that puts him at a positive record now.
Does it? Really?
You want to check?
Are you sure?
I might be bullshitting, but you want to check? Oh my god, he's actually neutral. And if he wins next week, he'll be positive. That's funny.
Holy shit.
The comeback arc of Omar will conclude probably at finals. We'll see. But here against Spy, he won. He won against Sun. Well, not Sun. He just won against... I saw Sun because Venusaur. So, turn 2. We saw Garchomp surviving Iron Punch. Iron Hands' Iron Punch to defeat it.
Iron Punch? No, mate. It's Ice Punch, you doofus.
Dying to the hazards, though, as on turn 19, as the Goldengo manages to kill Corviknight and Tapu Koko. Then we saw Goldengo kill the Iron Valiant using Ghost Team Z to beat Mega Venusaur. Then killing Alamomola to win Omar the game. So Goldengo was his star player here.
Yes. And unfortunately, I think that Tapu Koko was choiced.
Ah, that was big.
I think things could have been a little closer, maybe a little different if it wasn't choiced. It seemed that that choice item was pretty limiting.
Yep.
At least in the way he played it.
Yep. Bless you. Up next, we have the Gritty Golurks the Pillsbury Fido boys. So PokeArt 2004 has yet to place above a series semifinals.
You don't have to rub it in.
Woman, you have said it yourself. You have a semis curse.
You don't have to repeat what I said. That just rubs it in.
But, yeah, the Fragments team has lost again. The Greedy Golurks defeating it. What else can I say? And I've never been able to call them the grittiest Golurks because I've always called them gritty. El Grito. Alright.
What?
First off,
you've called them the Gritty Golurks before, haven't you?
I've called them that every week.
And what are you talking about?
Nothing. I've been calling them the Gritty Golurks. Their team name is actually called the Grittiest Golurks.
Have you never said they're the Grittiest Golurks?
No, never. I've always called them the Gritty Golurks.
I think the Gritty Golurks is better than the Grittiest Golurks.
It just rolls off the tongue better. But you did gain some wins, at least. One of them being this one. We have Ubers. Hats defeating Celeste. You beat the Ditto team.
Yeah. How did we win this?
I'll tell you how. So first off, we had turn 15. We saw the Koraidon manage to kill Kyogre, while Eternatus kills the Zacian as Arceus Fairy misses Thunderwave on Ho-Oh, as Necrozma beats the Groudon on turn 26. Then, we saw Ho-Oh beat Eternatus on turn 38, as Arcus Water defeats the Arcus Fairy, Ho-Oh managing to beat the rest to win Hats the game. So,
yeah, with toxic spikes being a real problem here, Ho-Oh was the MVP.
And the fact that Celeste didn't really have any defog removers. And y'all didn't...
You mean like hazard removers?
Yeah, defog removers, yes. Removing the hazard removing move, yes. Yeah, you didn't have any hazard removers like a defog, which played benefit to the strength. And we
dodged the T-Wave, which is good. It wouldn't have necessarily spelled disaster, but it could have with some bad luck.
Getting parade, losing the being slower, etc., etc., etc.
No, more so getting parried, because like it's already fairly slow compared to everything, but it remains faster than the Eternatus. That's a big plus.
There you go. Well, there you go.
There's no risk of full paras.
Once the Ho-Oh beats the Eternatus, y'all were at an advantage, and y'all won. Good
yeah, and Hats did well to whirlwind the Koraidon instead of Brave Birding it.
Yeah, that too.
The game literally ended right there if he did not whirlwind.
He was smart to phase it out. Alright. Next up is the first of your 3 OU games. Listen, I thought Jojo Wee was a French or a farmer Frenching his way through the game. And then this happened.
I don't think this was a winnable matchup.
I did question your team choice a bit while I was watching this live.
You know, I kind of question it too.
Like, okay, there's not really any heavy hitters here. So,
isn't there a low kick? That's the heavy hitter. What are you talking about? It's a low kick. But you underestimate the power of low kicks.
Yeah, I always underestimate the low kicks. But yeah, that's the only heavy hitter.
Kiram is a mon VK actually kind of used frequently, somewhat frequently, decently frequently.
Probably
sometimes, I guess.
Actually, pretty much
He uses it sometimes.
Okay.
And our team is hella Kiram weak. Like, Kiram just comes in and it just does shit that we can't do anything about.
Alright. So turn 16, Garganackle, Terra Waters, killing Glamora, as Kiram, there you go, kills Alamamola, and crit Oko's Wheezing Galar.
Yeah, well, that also sucked.
So that happened. Then you saw the turn after the fact, managing to kill Tornadus and Garganackle before Jojo ultimately forfeits.
Well, yeah, all he had left was the low kicks, and that was dying on switching anyway.
Kiram was your big boy threat.
Yeah, we just kind of couldn't do anything here.
Yeah. Poor guy. Poor French guy.
Hell, even Waterpawn is hella good into this team.
Yeah. That's why I was questioning it. Like, your team, kind of weak to some mons here. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what we could have done here.
Yeah. Next up is your second of your 3 OU games. We saw Kafka defeat Dugtria Was Broken, which was actually the first game played. the week.
And one of the closest games of the week as well.
So turn 1, you saw Ribambi set webs, dying to Zamazenta, while Darkrai tricked the Raging Bolt's item before dying to it, as Great Tusk killed Goldengo before dying to Ogerpon. Then you saw Enamorous kill Primarina on turn 11, King Gambit killing Kyurem while Raging Bolt kills the Zamazenta, with Enamorous finishing off Goldengo for Kafka to win Winka. Any other thoughts?
I just find it interesting that Dougie didn't Terra on turn 12, because he was almost certainly slower than the Enamorous, right? Unless he wasn't. No, he was. He was certainly slower.
Okay.
But he didn't, and he was fully intending on attacking the Enamorous too, because he used Heavy Slam.
I also find it funny that Kyurem uses Body Press to deal damage to King Gambit. Kyurem running Body Press.
We've literally seen that sometimes in this very tournament.
I've never covered that, which, maybe I glossed it over the fact.
Perhaps you did.
Body Press Kyurem. But hey, that was one of your only wins. Kafka. Good. Next.
Wait, did you cover the end game?
What, the Goldengo?
The sub?
Oh yeah, there was an interesting little thing that happened where Enamorous used Substitute to prevent the Shadow Ball from working. I guess it was just to scout the fact that you were faster.
No.
What?
He literally Terra'd me, Koi.
Oh, okay.
And I think Kafka did that because he probably had a damn good feeling that thing was gonna Terra, because, he kinda has to Terra. It's his only shot. Because otherwise Enamorous just kills it with, Earth Power.
And there you go. Well, there you go. It was a win-win for Kafka either way. What is there to complain?
Except it might not have been, because you want to know what I wonder?
What do you
wonder what set the Goldengo was. Because if this Goldengo was, say, if it has Recover and if it's not choiced, then, it is probably not choiced. Actually, I have no idea. It's under web, so I wouldn't even be able to tell. But, if this Goldengo isn't choiced, then, if it could, it should have probably recovered on turn 21. Rather than Shadow Ball.
To break the sub. You would have had more
But
health.
I'm thinking it may have been choiced, given
Probably it was.
Given the fact he didn't do that.
Yeah, it was choice. It was probably choice.
Or maybe he just didn't think it was needed. I don't know. But I think Dougie may have won if he could and did recover.
Well, we will never know unless he confirms it. So,
if he just recovers, the Enamorous just kills itself from Life Orb.
Yeah. Alright, next up, we have the third of your 3 OU games. Hey, one last kiss. The GOAT is back against Ainsgrad. Can I eternally glaze him again?
But you know what? You know what's so nice about this, Mikoi? You know what's good? It's peaches and cream here?
What is peaches and cream here?
One last kiss ended positive.
Yes, I can now say that One Last Kiss deserves better, and he did do it. He's what, 3-2?
I think One Last Kiss is actually 4-3.
Thank the Lord. He should have been 7-0. He should have been one last. He should be one last Chad.
Yeah. I don't think any of his losses were in OU. Only UU.
Bro, you slotted him way too late. Now, he can't be Dominatrix One Last Kiss. But he did. But for the weeks we've gotten him in OU, he's fucking Dominatrix. So, yeah.
Why are you calling him that?
Oh, I was just referring to the fact that he was dominant, not because...
Yeah, why? That's not quite. You're saying some really sus things, Mikoi.
One Last Kiss is an... The point is, I'm eternally glazing One Last Kiss whenever the fuck. Just put him in OU, slot him in week 1, boom, he's winning 7-0. Easy. Alright. So, turn 1, Blaziken, Oko's Corviknight. Okay. Then we saw Deoxys sit screens before Slowbro Galar paralyzes. And Cinderace managing to do a good and court change the screens on turn 6.
Now I have the screens.
While Kyurem kills Ogerpon and Tinglu kills Deoxys. Then Darkrai Terra poisons. Being paralyzed by Slowking Galar before losing the Kyurem, will Tinglu Raging Bolt kills the Raging Bolt and the Iron Crown for One Last Kiss to win. Short but sweet. And involves Cinderace stealing screens.
You understand why Corviknight just dies turn 1, right?
It's to prevent your Sash Boy.
What?
I mean, nothing. It's just to get just massively chip Blaziken.
Well, Blaziken looked hella dangerous into our team, so...
Just kill it! Just nuke it!
We figured we gotta keep that... We can't really switch. We can't safely switch anyway. And if it kills Corviknight, well, it's taking a hell of a lot of damage. Because it's Rocky Helmet, it has a lot of HP because it has investment. So, yeah, and you saw how Blaziken lost 70% of its health from that.
30, it basically was 30 before it died to Zamazenta, which is funny.
Yes. I find it equally funny that Zamazenta just straight up outsped it anyway.
Yeah, it's 400 something speed against Blaziken's +1, which is only like what, 380 something. But yeah, One Last Kiss won. Good. Guess who didn't win? Let's see your next game, PokeArt. You losing to Pesa in UU. Alright, talk through your game.
I don't know, what do you want me to say?
So, turn 1, we saw Latios Terra Poison, while Slowking burns the Mandibuzz on turn 9, while Azumarill kills Manaphy before dying to Weavile. Then we saw Excadrill, your Excadrill defeat Pesas, while Low Kicks was your big boy threat, beating Latios and Mandibuzz, Terra bugging to beat Excadrill and Weavile to win Pesa the game.
I genuinely am not sure how I could have won the endgame. I'm sure it was winnable, I'm just not entirely sure how.
Low kicks was gonna kill both your mons. I didn't see it as winnable at that point.
Dude, Calc was saying that low kicks was killing Excadrill even without Terra. Or, no, was it? First impression, it might have said that. That was banded low kicks.
With first impression and Terra Bug.
Yeah, look, I'm sure it probably was winnable, but I'm probably not good enough to see the line in which it was.
But it was also kind of hampered because the beginning of the game wasn't that strong, I think.
Yes, I had a very bad start because, well, I'm not experienced in this tier in the slightest. I don't know this tier. Pesa brought an Assault Vest Azumarill. I figure he has, turn 1, he has no real reason to not play rough, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, I do figure he is going to lead with the Azumarill. So, should I have led Manaphy then? I figure my Latios is Terra Poison, so it's probably that or Manaphy is probably a decent lead. Because I really would prefer to conserve my health on, Cobalion because those are goddamn low kicks.
Yeah, that was your only major tank against freaking low kicks.
Yes, that was the low kicks answer.
And, yeah, the others were, well, the burn on Mandibus was kind of unfortunate as well, but, yeah, everything...
I don't really care about that. I guess it did end up being kind of costly, though, because it made it so I wouldn't be able to survive a second leech life.
Yeah, the burn chance would have put you in range.
Let's see, yeah, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have switched out Manaphy. That was another mistake, but...
I was thinking to myself, like, really? Is Pokeheart not gonna preserve her Manaphy? Like, that could be a good endgame killer if you play it right.
Not really. I mean...
Well, it's survive at least low kicks?
on one side, which I guess isn't the biggest deal, but there's an Assault Vest Azumarill as well, with knockoff, as you saw, that got rid of my leftovers, and there's the low kicks, and there's Specs Magnezone.
Yeah, that one was kind of a big pain to deal with as well.
Yeah, I kind of realized that my Manaphy was not going to survive the turn.
Two Thunderbolts.
I saw that Scald was not going to kill the Magnezone, so I figured I could just use it as a sack versus low kicks later.
Ah, well.
But yeah, so my first turn is I Terra Poison because I figured there's no reason for him not to play rough, yet he didn't play rough. That kind of confuses me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what was he thinking I was doing? He was he must have either thought I was going to Terra, maybe Terra Steel, because that's pretty common on Latios.
Yeah, too common at least.
Or he potentially expected an Excadrill switch, which, no.
Nah, you're not doing that. You're not doing that.
Yeah, so he might have seen the Terra coming, which is interesting. People were saying that it's a bad Terra, but, like, I think if he saw it coming, it isn't that bad of a Terra, because it means he prepares... It means Well, it means it's an expected play. You don't expect bad plays, right?
You shouldn't. At this stage in the game, you shouldn't.
Anyway, I obviously was not aware that the Azumarill would be Assault Vest, because that's kind of a set I forgot about.
Mhm.
So seeing the Azumarill, my obvious first thought was either band or, belly drum. So I figure, if it's belly drum, Terra Poison into Cynoi's turn 1 is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
If it's banned,
You're fucked.
then Terra Poison, I just gotta hope it play roughs. and Cynoi's is still pretty good ship.
I guess.
Although if banded and it just liquidations, my Latios is dead.
2 liquidations would kill your Latios, yes.
No, 1. One would. It would just straight up die in 1 hit if it was banded.
I underestimate Azumarill banded, I guess.
Also, I was kind of surprised he just allowed me to kill his Excadrill.
I mean, he wanted to bring in low kicks just, as a revenge killer.
He had a Mandibuzz.
Oh, well, I guess he just wanted to bring it in safely.
I don't know. What do you think an Excadrill is doing to another Excadrill? It's going to Earthquake.
Which it did. Which you did.
So, I was surprised it gave that to me.
But at that point, PokeArt, you do have to admit you were gonna lose to low kicks.
Mandibuzz was really healthy then, too. Why didn't he send that in? Did he not...
Second later.
Wait. I thought of a really funny explanation for why he might have done that.
Give your
perhaps he thought... Perhaps his Excadrill is Scarf too, and he thought I wasn't realizing that. Only for him to find out the hard way that I was Scarf and Jolly. I hear that a lot of Excadrills actually run Scarf Adamant.
Scarf and Jolly. And that was your exclamation.
I said explanation.
I know. You had to correct yourself.
But yeah, I guess the only thing I know in the endgame that I should have done different is, I guess, the second knock on Mandibuzz.
Yeah.
I don't really know what would have been better, though. Should I have just gone into my own Mandibuzz? Should I have gone into my Excadrill?
What would have been better? Lokix was gonna...
I mean, if I go into my Mandibuzz, he just goes into Magnezone, which I guess that fairly freely allows me to go into my own Excadrill, but he just, he goes into his Mandibuzz, and then I start, I guess maybe I Rock Slide, and then maybe he would go into his Magnezone and take the Rock Slide, and I wonder if 2 Rock Slides would have been enough to kill it at that range. I'm not sure. Maybe not.
Probably not.
Oh, look. The matchup was not the greatest for me. With Azumarill being terrifying into my entire team, basically.
It was not the greatest of matchups, yes. Azumarill plus low kicks just kind of fucks your team over.
Okay, choice back. Knockoff from my banded Weavile did to gauge how bulky this Magnezone is.
Oh, that is not a bulky Magnezone. If it takes 81 from knockoff, no, that is not a bulky thing.
Yeah, let's see. So it's 0 HP, 0 defense then. So let's see. Excadrill. It was a 2-hit KO.
Really?
Shoot. Damn, I should have done that then. I should have gone that line. I didn't.
So a 2-hit KO Rock Slide at that range would have killed Magnezone.
I guess I just didn't really want to risk Excadrill getting hurt because I figure maybe I can survive a hit at full health.
From low kicks?
Yeah. But let's shit has a chance of just straight up one-shotting me with first impression even without Terra.
Yeah, I there was no shot. There was no shot that Excadrill would have lived.
I really did not want Excadrill to get hurt at all.
Yep. That would have been the smarter play in hindsight.
I guess the only other thing I maybe could have done, oh yeah, I guess here. Turn 23 into turn 24. So I knock off the Magnezone. I do a great amount of damage, and I'm happy. I'm pleased with that.
Mm.
I guess I should have switched there.
To Mandibus? Not Drill. Not Drill. I don't think Drill. I don't think Drill's a wise choice.
Maybe Mandibuzz and hope I'm the slower pivoter, maybe.
Yeah. I would say so, yeah. Because Magnus.
So yeah, I guess there are things I could have done better.
Maybe
there are things I could have done better, but I'm not entirely sure if I could have won because again, he kind of has the automatic kill machine that always moves first and ignores type matchups.
Lokix is fucking insane.
Yeah. What am I supposed to do about that once Cobalion's dead?
Mm-hmm. It's a pace of 1. Alright, next up is RU, where we saw the Dirk defeat the Soul King. He says, I won in his win post. You did, buddy. You did. It was Venusaur. So, turn 4, we saw Espeon paralyzing the Cyclizar as Klefki kills the Pawmot, tricking Comfey's item on turn 12 before getting crit O-code by the stored power.
Yeah, that mattered. That sucked. That utterly sucked.
Yeah. So,
now, let me look at the calcs here.
What?
Oh.
What?
Crit didn't matter.
It didn't?
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
What? How much did it do?
Okay, unless the Comfey doesn't have, special... unless the Comfey has, not a lot of special attack investment, which, I don't know. Oh, right, that's right. It wasn't Life Orb. That's right, I need to take that into account.
It's not. It got Toxic Orb.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. The crit did matter. There we go.
Okay.
It did a maximum of 97.7. And that's assuming it's, max special attack.
Mm-hmm. So, it mattered. It mattered. So, Umbreon then Terra Poisoned as Espeon sets Reflect to allow Venusaur and Terra Ground to sweep the rest for Dirk to win. Do you have any other thoughts?
Not really, but I think the crit did really suck because, like, that would have bought us another turn or two to to get that thing just whittled down more. Maybe we could have saved Terra even because we would have gotten by with just protecting.
Okay.
Although, the thing is, I don't know if we would have won even if we had not gotten crit. The crit obviously hurt, but I don't know if we were really beating Venusaur later on.
Things of medicine, son. Things a complete menace. Alright. Next is NU. Gomdal defeats Nemose. Alright, this game was interesting. I do like the look of Nemose's team. Of course, that didn't win, but I just like to comment it was a good little team. So, turn 1, we saw the Dunsparce paralyzed Duraludon, who died to Swampert's Rocky Helmet, as it defeated Incineroar as well on turn 12. Then, Inteleon kills the Sylveon, as Meloetta terrified...
I wish we saved Sylveon. I think maybe we should have saved it.
It was doing... Yeah, it could have been, like, the thing that would kill people.
Did we really need, did we really need Decidueye by that point? I'm pretty sure we were running, Banded Flamigo, maybe? Was that Banded? I don't know. Let me look. That bulky. All the more reason, maybe.
What, to friggin' sack the Decidueye? I guess it was needed for Uxie?
Uxie's probably faster than it, though. Especially because that ain't a bulky Uxie. So, I'm kind of wondering why we didn't sack it and instead chose to basically leave Sylveon to die in a ditch.
He died to waves. Pokeart, not a ditch. It wasn't ground. Meloetta then Terra Fighting before losing to Bombardier, as Uxie Terra Electric to kill the rest, aka Decidueye and Flamigo, for Gomdal to win. Any other thoughts?
Not really, I guess. Just that this was probably one of the games that I felt was more so lost to misplaying rather than hacks or bad matchup.
Probably kept the Sylveon in, huh?
I guess. Oh yeah, seeing Swampert just straight up kill Incineroar with flip turn shocked me, but I guess it makes sense because 60 power stab from a Swampert and Torrent was activated at the time.
It was killing it. It was killing it. I wasn't...
Still, just very strange. You don't usually see flip turn doing that much, especially not to a decently bulky Pokemon like Incineroar, even if I guess that Incineroar didn't really have much bulk because it was Sword Stance and stuff.
Hey, it's a good pivot move, at least. Gumdall just needed a reason to switch out, and he did out. Alright, next is PU, where we saw Tylenet defeat Crocrums. Feel better?
Yeah, I guess.
Feel better? Because Tylenet won?
Yeah.
So this game we saw turn 2, actually, as Slowbro Galar manages to poison the Wo-Chien, as Rotom burns the Rhydon on turn 7, while Persian Alola managed to trick Wo-Chien's items before being seeded. Then, on turn 17, we saw Slowbro Galar manage to poison the Hariyama, who kills the Wo-Chien, while Cramorant beats the Tauros and Crow's Cramorant on turn 32. And then towards the end, we saw Cramorant Terra Steel, killing the Rhydon as Mudstale kills the Terra Normal Ambipom on turn 39, winning against Slowbro for Tylenet to win. You have any thoughts?
Not really. Just wondering why Crocrums hard switched in the Tauros into the Cramorant.
He needed a sack.
No. You don't sack that. That's a pivotal piece on your board. You do not sack that. I don't think he was trying to sack that.
Why?
Because if he was, then he's stupid. Okay?
He just needed a sack to bring in the Cramorant.
There's no super great switch in to Tauros because that is a banded Tauros.
Maybe he was expecting like a Cramorant to switch out. I don't know, but it would be stupid on Tylenet's part.
Might have been, or maybe he expected it to like defog or something. But yeah, there was no way in hell that was an intended sack. Okay, let's see. The thing that was out before was a Slowbro, so perhaps he thought Lenny would switch into Persian. Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't think there was a super great reason to switch.
What? That's what I'm saying. It's like it would be stupid on Tylenet's part to switch out. So
yeah, what Crocrums did there was so strange.
It was mind-boggling.
Couldn't he have just sent in his own Cramorant? I think that's probably what he should have done.
He did do eventually, but by that point...
Yeah, you don't want to be sacking your Tauros, okay? Your banded Tauros.
Oh, well. I guess he just needed... Hey, that's a liability on my team, so might as well kill it out. Weed it out. Little did he know that it was a pivotal member. Probably would have won. But he'd have to play real smart. Alright. Next up is LC. This one pissed you off.
Yeah.
Novak's defeating Wesh Papillon. So, on turn 14, we saw Tinkatink defeat Sandshrew Alola and paralyze Chespin, while Vullaby defeats Marini before dying to Drifloon on turn 24. Then we saw Drifloon killing Marini, Terra Grounding on turn 28 before getting crit killed by the Tinkatink.
Do I pull up the calc again?
Kindly describe to the audience the calc.
Well, assuming this was a 0 special attack Tinkatink like normal, and presumably the fast utility set that has 16 speed, which would explain why it outsped the Drifloon. Since our Drifloon was not fast, it had a little bit of bulk invested in it. Let's take a look. 0 special attack Tinkatink, Training Kiss versus 36 HP, 0 special defense Drifloon on a critical hit. Does 10 to 13 HP, which is the equivalent of 38.4 to 50%, aka a 6.3% chance to one-hit KO on a crit.
6.3, and he got it.
6.3 on a crit!
And he got it.
I mean, sure. Yeah, I guess Novak's was probably playing better for most of the game. But even at that point, it was definitely not over, because this was a unburden with weakness policy.
Drifloon.
Yeah. And it had Endure.
Probably should have used Endure. I don't know.
How was he supposed to know he would get crit and it would get the 6.3% chance to kill it on the crit?
I don't know. Maybe a tiny part was saying, maybe I would have bet that he would get the 6.3. Maybe I should endure just to keep my Drifloon safe.
No! Dude. What are the chances of of a crit again? What are those chances?
I forget.
Okay.
Yay! So I wasn't lying. I wasn't bullshitting. Yay. But yeah, low chances. Novak still got it. The lucky little shit, as you called him.
So again, Pap's odds of winning were still not the greatest, but there was definitely an existing chance without that crit. A very good existing chance, as a matter of fact. It just kind of depends on how Novak's played around the set.
The Drifloon. That Drifloon is gonna go ham if Novak's folds.
Hey, Mikoi, I didn't take statistics. What are the odds of this happening?
Very, very low. That's all I'll say. It's like 4.7 times 6.3%. It's very low. Man, it's very low.
Assuming that's the correct calculation,
or no, 0.063.
That means about a 0.26% chance.
That's so stupid, dude. That is so stupid. Yeah, it's 0.002671. Yeah, fucking stupid. Stupid chances, dude. Alright. Next up is Monotype. Cat Kraken defeating a truck. Release the Quacken, as Kraken put out, because he won with ground against fire. Whoop-de-doo.
Oh.
Probably should have picked a better name than Mihoyo My Soul.
Maybe we should have picked the ground team we were considering using.
Ah, well. So, Garchomp defeats Heatran in turn 2, as Landorus kills the Ogerpon, while Volcarona burns the Mamoswine on turn 15, and Garchomp, who crit kills Ceruledge with a Stone Edge. Then we saw
Sucked.
Then we saw Cinderace swap rocks and burn Great Tusk.
That's cool, I guess, but, still not very helpful.
Who sets up and defeats Ninetales, while Landorus defeats Volcarona, and Mamoswine kills the Cinderace to win Kraken the game.
Honestly crazy how, what turn was it? But, let's see. Maybe if Ceruledge, didn't get crit killed, that would have been pretty helpful, I think.
Because your weak armor would be activated, your thing would have been, what, you were gonna Swords Dance it up.
I don't know if we would have gotten the opportunity to, but if we did, that would be pretty damn nice.
And you would have sweep. And you would have sweep, swap, swap.
I suppose so.
And there you go. Captain Kraken won. Let's move on now to the final game. The final game in your series, I think.
Wait, but do you want to know something?
What?
A-Truck definitely could have won. There was one singular turn that kind of determined whether or not the game would be won.
Which turn was that?
Of course, it would be a normally stupid move to make, but it actually would have won A-Truck the game.
What turn?
Turn 29, where A-Truck used Morning Sun in front of the Hippowdon. Which is understandable, because if the Hippowdon earthquaked again, you just die. But what if A-Truck had instead used
Quiver Dance?
Fiery Dance?
Oh.
Because you understand, right?
Oh.
The Lander switched in on turn 29. Switched. If he used Fiery Dance, I'm pretty sure he straight up won that turn.
He would, because Landorus would have died, and it was just left to Volcarona, just burning things, and hopefully surviving Stone Edges or something.
Well, no. I mean, I'm pretty sure almost everything on the team was basically in range of a Fiery Dance by this point.
Wow.
Well, actually, I guess I would need to check one thing. Quiver Dance, Fire. I guess one more boost was actually needed for that, then.
I could have big boost in between those Fiery Dances, I guess, unless the Mamoswine switched in after, because it's thick fat.
Yeah, the fiery dances could have given it another boost simply by using it. But yeah, if 8-Truck had chosen to use Fiery Dance on turn 29, he had fairly good odds of winning, actually. Like about a 50-50 of winning.
Depends if Mamoswine survives the fiery dance thanks to Thick Fat.
Yeah, as for everything else,
it just dies.
Actually, given this doesn't have a lot of special attack investment, maybe I should check how much this does on the Garchomp. Garchomp was just range.
Oh wow, barely surviving.
Well, actually, yeah, it was just out of range. Although, who knows, because like I said, one more boost and it is in range.
Yeah, he would have had to do another fiery dance, well, kill Mamoswine. It would have been range to kill the Mamoswine as well, if he gotten one more boost. Okay.
But again, it's very sensical that he would not use on turn 29 because, well, he basically needs an opportunity to get a second Quiver Dance up because otherwise the Landorus outspeeds him.
Yeah.
And he probably just dies to, well, I guess it probably wasn't running Rock Slide, because if it was, I think it would have used that, but clearly it was still faster. So, yeah. And it had enough to kill.
Yep. So that was that. Alright, finally, for your set at least, we come to doubles, where we saw Churro Jr. cap off their what was once an 0-4 going into the weekends, and now they placed 7-4 and 1 against Just Franco in doubles. So, on turn 1, we saw the Ogerpon Terra-Firing, critting the Kyurem before being frozen by it, as Roaring Moon dies, while Ogerpon dies to Earth Power, before Landorus kills the Kyurem. Then, on turn 7, we saw the Goldango killing the Sinistcha, killing Incineroar, while Moltres Galar Terra Waters to kill Goldango as Diancie dies to burn. And then, towards the end, we saw Rillaboom killing the Moltres before dying to Iron Hands, as Ninetales encored Landorus before dying to Fire Punch, and win Churro this game.
Good.
Just Franco was hoping for a miss, but that didn't come to be.
Well, yeah, if he can get frozen turn 1, why not hope for a miss, huh?
Sorry for the BS, Churro says at the end. That freeze on turn 1, man.
There was maybe a couple of things Franco could have done better, though.
What do you mean?
There was a play that I remember Frixel freaking out over, like screaming in the game discussion chat, like, nasty plot, nasty plot, nasty plot, nasty plot, nasty plot, nasty plot.
He was screaming at the top of his lungs, the nasty plot.
Yes. I think it was, what turn was it? Turn 8, maybe?
Something involving Goldango, yeah.
I think it was turn 8, or maybe it was turn 9.
Well, something involving Goldango.
let's see. I think it was turn 9, maybe.
Because he attacked that turn and not nasty plotted.
Yeah. It was turn 9. I think Frixel really wanted Just Franco to nasty plot on turn 9, and I fully agree with that.
Because...
Assuming, actually, do we have Protect on Golden Go? Let me look.
Nasty plot, Shadow Ball, Make It Rain, something else.
Okay, I don't actually know where the team is, but let me see something.
What? What?
Let's see. So from what I'm turn 8. Yeah. Okay. The Golden Go was faster than the Moltres under Trick Room.
Mm-hmm.
So, nasty plotting that turn, while there is still one more turn of Trick Room, is indeed smart. And it's okay if Diancie dies that turn, or if it doesn't die, it gets to attack again and probably kill the Incineroar. But if it does die, we get to bring in Rillaboom for Fake Out.
That's how you're going to deal with the Moltres.
And the Incineroar too, yes.
Yeah, probably would have been the smarter play to just take the hit, or take the hint, and go for that nasty plot.
Yes, I agree. We should have nasty plotted on that turn.
Ah, well.
Another thing. In hindsight, I think we needed to sludge bomb the Ninetales.
Really?
Rather than Sandsear.
Was Ninetales the bigger threat? Oh, I guess it might have been the bigger threat.
Yes, because, look, Ninetales can encore, Ninetales can slow you down, hit the Landorus hard. The Ninetales, unironically, is probably the bigger threat there.
Even though Iron Hands was the one who dealt the killing blow. It was tanky enough, too.
I mean, Mikoi, the Iron Hands, it did not have Ice Punch.
It didn't. It was just using Fire Punch, yes. And Landers could take those hits relatively well.
So yeah, we probably should have just double targeted the Ninetales.
Oh, well.
Which, I mean, I guess we technically did double target the Ninetales, but, it missed.
It did miss.
However, I'm not certain whether or not the miss mattered, because the thing is, I don't know. Would it have lived? I want to say it might have lived, because...
Answer?
No, actually...
No,
maybe not, because let's see. Woodhammer actually did quite a bit, even through the snow and the veil. So it's possible Sandsear would have done quite a bit as well, especially since Ninetales does not get the same level of boost to its special defense as physical defense. But Sandsear is a spread damage move, which means there is a slight reduction in damage when it is used against two Mons.
Mm-hmm.
So, unfortunately, I'm not sure how to calc for that.
I would say yes, Ninetales would have survived, regardless.
I think it's very possible, yes.
Because
I'm not certain, though.
It was healthy.
Given that Franco was keyboard bashing, I think there's a shot it actually didn't live.
I think Ninetales would have survived. At that range, yes, Ninetales was gonna survive. I wouldn't risk it. Even without knowing the calc.
So Miss was probably pretty unfortunate, but we probably should have just, sludge bombed it instead. Play it safe. Because if Ninetales goes down that turn, Franco wins.
Oh yeah.
Because Landorus survives and can just earth power that Iron Hands, and Rillaboom can also hit it too.
Yeah. Ah well. It would have been remedied, yes. But he went for the kill on the pants instead. Oh, sorry, the hands, not the pants. So we were going to cover the game, the national between Molmets and Electrain Heart, but they decided not to play. Why?
Well, because the week was already over. Why would they play?
For gravy.
No one cares about gravy!
Except for when you're in a fast food restaurant. But in this case, yeah, the finals are already out. So no gravy.
Yeah, why would anyone want to play Nat decks if they don't have to?
Bring about the 1,000 stall turn game, I guess. So, now that the semis are over, we still have a tie. Whoever wins that tiebreaker makes the playoffs. Makes the semifinals.
As if it hasn't already happened.
Yeah, they make the playoffs. They return to playoffs. No. They will fight whoever fights the Golurks in the finals. So Castlevanias and Jirachis did their little tie-break thing, and we're going to cover those games now. It was OU, OU, UU. Gee, I wonder who is going to win.
Gee, it's almost like we have a team that's been more dominant in OU than any other team.
Yeah.
Now playing 2 OU games in a tiebreaker.
So we start off with the first OU game, which was No Name versus Clean, Part 3.
Presumably, yes. Maybe, let me look. Did they face Chicos in week 1?
That's right.
Rather than No Name.
That's right. But No Name
still lost, though.
Yeah, No Name still won, extending their unbeaten record to a 9-0.
And the fact that there is still one more week after this dude could legitimately go 10-0 and have perhaps the greatest record in the history of this tournament.
$50K for next year, maybe?
Well, I think he certainly earned his $35K price or whatever it was.
Yep. World Cup. Alright, first off, we saw turn 1, Ogerpon Terra Watered, while Araquanid sets webs before dying, as Cresselia kills the Iron Valiant. Then, we saw the Goldango Turf Fighting, setting up to beat Cresselia and Zamazenta, while Heatran burns the Great Tusk on turn 19, as Ceruledge was poisoned by Gliscor, before setting up Swords Dance and sweeping for No Name to win. It was that simple.
Yeah, pretty much.
You have any other thoughts? They did play also on a Sunday. Both these games also played on a Sunday, so hilarious.
Yeah. Maybe about an hour apart too.
About an hour. And if they went to if they went into a tiebreaker, it would have been an hour apart. That's it.
Yeah. Speaking of which, these games frustrated me. You wanna know why? Both of them did.
Why?
Because they both played early, and I missed both of them.
Oh. That's right, because one was played at 11:30 rather than the scheduled 12, and one of them was played at 12:30.
What? No, I think the other one was played at like maybe 12:20 something.
Oh, even earlier.
Yeah, because like by the time it was about 12:35 or so, that's actually when I got on to see the game was being played. It was over, basically. Like, it was in the last few turns of the game, with the Ceruledge being fully set up and everything.
Yeah, and, yeah. Probably wish you should have woken up earlier, or stayed up the whole night.
I got a funny story regarding that, because, like, you know, I got up on time to see Batty versus Yerdunk, only to disappointingly find out that they played early, and I'm like, and I go back to sleep because I'm not a morning person, and I was sleepy. And, in my dreams, or maybe not full-on dreams, but, like, I guess I was, like, semi-dreaming that, like, the other game was happening early, except in my semi-dream it was Blidius who was playing early.
Wow, you predicted that.
But like that bothered me. So I woke up again, checked, and sure enough, they were playing early.
But it was No Name, not Blidius.
Yeah. Because obviously No Name was scheduled to play before Blidius. It's just, I guess I subconsciously had it in my mind that No Name wanted to play last, so I envisioned Blidius.
So that's really funny. Maybe they were playing maybe you were watching the Blidius game in your mind while the No Name game was happening live.
Nah, I wasn't seeing any games in my mind. More just the link in the Discord channel at BLT matches. You know?
Oh, it was not my ping? Okay. Because I was like, oh, they played early. Because I was like, I pinged you. I was like, oh, they played early. Alright.
Well, no. What? What are you talking about?
Nah, because I pinged you. I pinged you at the... Oh, wait, I pinged you when it was over. What the frick is wrong with me?
Didn't matter. It's not like I was gonna see your ping if I wasn't awake or online.
So your Discord... You're waking up times really well with your Discord pings. Alright. So, the other game, you could notice, the other game was Yerdunk versus Batty. This one we disagreed on during our mini predictions. And I was the one who got the leg up. Yay!
I really should have predicted Yerdunk last week for semis. Ugh, I had a feeling.
Alright, so... Turn 5 here in this rematch, we saw Dragonite phasing out the Golden Go, as Ting Lu Terra Ghosted, while Goldengo Terrabugged on turn 14. Dragonite killing the Rillaboom on turn 24. Then we saw Gliscor killing the Tinglu as Zamazenta nearly kills the Ogerpon before being encored before your dunk forfeits, winning Patty the game. You have any thoughts with this game?
Let me. There was one thought I had that quickly became irrelevant, so I might as well share it just to be funny. So Dragonite's in, the Zamazenta subs up. Now I'm pretty sure this is sub lefty's Iron Defense Zamazenta.
Body
so on turn like 7 or something, when the Tinglu comes in, and I'm just thinking, why didn't he Iron Defense? I feel like that was a good opportunity, and then the Tinglu Terra goes. I'm like, oh, never mind. That shit don't matter.
It was gonna be phased out entirely, so I was like, yeah, might as well just take the phasing out. Otherwise, yeah.
Punch wasn't a bad play. He probably just predicted Goldengo would come in.
Probably. But, hey.
And well, little did he know, it was the secret second ghost type.
Which would have done super effective damage. But yeah, that was Batty wins and takes his revenge and won 2-0 for the Jirachis and making them into finals. So with that being said, PokeArt, who won predicts?
So are we combining the semis and tiebreaker into one, or can I do it individually?
You can do them individually.
Okay, so the winners of semifinals predicts is me. Get wrecked.
Get wrecked. You. Yeah. And what is your team lost, and yet you still won predicts?
Yeah, because I predicted 8 out of 12 correctly.
A perfect 66.6666666666666%.
Don't say it. I heard that, McCoy.
I didn't say it.
I don't know. I think you did.
Anyway, what did me did?
You got 15 out of 23.
Yeah.
A whopping 65.2%.
We were close. You were close.
Yeah, it was me getting Axortix correct that pushed me over.
Damn it. And pick.
But also you predicting Regiboob. And let's see. What else was it? Right, I guess it kind of evened out, but I guess what hurt you was our series, because you predicted 1, 2, 3, 4 games wrong there.
Mm-hmm.
Versus the 4 you predicted wrong in the other series, and the 4 I predicted wrong in the other series as well.
Oh well.
But I think that means we were basically the same.
Not counting your series.
I think this means we basically got as close as possible without being exactly the same.
This is pretty much the closest, yeah. Alright.
Which is interesting. So by sheer ratio, we low key basically tied.
Yay! So your get wrecked comment really doesn't apply.
No, I think it does, because guess what?
What?
You did just as well as the pick.
Fuck. Did exactly the same, huh? 65.2%.
Yeah, and also the same as one of the people who predicted on the thread.
Yeah, what's his name?
Rick.
Rick, aka Mr. Predicts, as he likes to call himself.
Yeah, no, his name is not Mr. Predicts, his name is Rick.
My name's not Rick! In this case it is. But I will say get ratioed because who won tiebreaker?
Okay, you won tiebreaker, but like...
Yes.
Yeah. That's not really impressive.
What? Come on.
This is 2 games, McCoy.
It was 2 games. 100%. I'll take it. I'll take a perfect record.
Yeah, this is why we don't calculate the average percentage of correct predicts in this method, because otherwise we'd have a huge outlier right there.
Right. Okay. Well, that explains a lot. Anyway, let's go and predict the finals. Who will win between the Ghost Ground against the Steel Psychic? The gritty goal.
Well, there is a pretty clear type matchup advantage.
Yeah, there is a pretty clear type of a match, but will it be not a flinch fest, or will it just be a clean sweep?
Maybe the Golurk is scarfed, or maybe it is rock polish.
Oh dear, what if the Jirachi just flinches?
What if it doesn't?
It's just a chance. It's not Serene Grix. Alright, grittiest Golurks versus Jubilife Jiraches. Alright, Ubers. We have Celeste versus JB291.
A rematch, I'm pretty sure.
It is a rematch. And who won the last time?
The last time, let's see who won. Celeste won last time, my bad.
They played in week 2, in which the Celestial won. So, Celeste won last time.
And JB is currently, well, according to this unupdated sheet, 3-3. So I'm going to assume that means JB is currently 4-3.
He is 4-3.
Whereas Celeste, sheet says 4-3. So I think that means 4-4.
They're neutral. So Celeste is neutral. JB is slightly above. But slightly positive, but
Have the same number of wins.
they do have the same number of wins. Who are you gonna go for?
Who are you gonna go for?
I'm thinking Celeste. I think she looks the more impressive.
Okay.
Who are you going for?
Maybe... I wouldn't be surprised if JB wins, but I'll go Celeste. That's probably the safer option.
Safer option indeed. Who does pick say?
The pick says JB.
Alright. Next is the first of our 3 OU games. Just a little more before I stop saying that. VK versus Chico's.
VK is 2-3 on the sheet, so that probably means...
He's neutral. 3-3.
Yeah. With, let's look at his wins and losses. Win versus Kafka. Loss versus No Name, like literally everyone. Win versus Sagazinha. Loss versus Jasp KIC. Loss versus Yerdunk. Win versus Jojo Wee.
Alright. But remember, PokeArt, remember that this is the OU core. The OU strength.
Chico's is currently
6-1, as you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, good lord. With wins versus Clean, Ainscrad, Hallman, WSSI, Tare, and Rosa. Huh.
And Rosa John.
Not actually the most impressive roster of opponents.
But it's obvious who is the... Yeah, his only loss was against Click and Think. But given the support of Chico's, he's been goated. So I wouldn't be surprised if Chico's dominates. Chico's to win.
Ah, so you're saying Chico's.
Oh! Are you going betting, man?
I think so.
Oh my god, I'm not the one being the betting man. PokeArt goes for VK?
I mean, you gotta admit, VK has had the harder opponents.
He does. He has had the harder opponents.
So by that logic, perhaps the more impressive wins.
Ooh. Basically on strength of opponents, because he beat Kafka and Sagazinha. Lost to No Name, lost to Yerdunk, lost to Jasper, Kansas City. You think that was better than Chico's this whole run?
Well, looking at who Chico's fought, who would you say the strongest opponent he fought was?
Clean?
I mean, maybe Clean.
Maybe Clean.
But Clean's had a pretty bad season, considering he's Clean. Clean and Ainscrad are probably the two strongest he fought.
And that was early. That was early on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'll go VK.
Man, PokeArt's going with the betting man instinct. This isn't it complete.
Is it betting man? I'm pretty sure VK's the more experienced one here.
We'll see. We'll see in the game proper. But who does pick side with?
The pick sides with me and says VK.
The second of our 3 OU games now, we come to No Name versus Ainscrad.
No Name.
No debate. 10-0. No Name.
Yeah, you see, I'm rooting for No Name to win. Maybe Chico's because he's a friend, but I want everyone else to lose.
Oh boy. So No Name wins, but everyone else loses.
Yeah, I don't want the Jirachis to win.
Wow.
I want No Name to go 10-0, though.
That would be the greatest record in BLT history, as you pointed it out. No one has ever gone 10-0.
Oh, I'm not actually certain about that. I mean, the greatest possible record is 11-0.
Oh,
but has anyone achieved that? Has anyone even achieved 10-0 in this tour yet? I haven't seen.
We are making history, folks. I don't think anyone's reached... I don't think anyone has reached 9-0, so, No Name's already got that. He is already the greatest, to my knowledge. No Name is already the greatest.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure there's a sheet for this.
I know. There is a
Do you know where the sheet might be?
I'd have to look for previous sheets, but even
We'll
without
look into this.
we'll look later, but No Name definite. I can say without a shadow of a doubt, No Name might have the greatest record in BLT history.
Yeah.
No Name to go 10-0. Who does Pick say?
The pick says Ainscrad.
He wants Ainscrad to be the one to slay the giant. All right.
That'd be a little funny, in my opinion.
That would be the greatest Absol poster moment of all time. All right. Oh, yeah. We have Doug Trio is Broken versus Batty.
Okay, how many times is this now?
It's only happened once. But I assume in like OLT.
Boy, this has happened like maybe 3 times or something.
They fought each other in
They fought like at least twice last year.
And it's been this is well, the stage is set for another Dougie versus Batty fight. Okay, the stage is set again. So this is what, round 4, I guess. Who will win? Remember last time, the most recent time was week 2, in which Batty lost to Dougie.
I still usually pick Batty over Dougie. What about you?
I'm gonna go for Dougie. I think the double is on.
Hey, I don't think he's gotten that double before.
Yeah, I think today's the year, though.
Ah, yes, today is the year.
Today's the year that Dougie goes and beats Batty twice in 1 year, so, yeah.
You realize I'm pointing out what you said, right? Today is the year.
Yes, I do realize that, and I'm rolling with it. So let's roll with it. So we're both picking 2 Jirachis to win their 2 OU slots. We're both picking the same with No Name, but we disagreed on the other 2.
Yeah.
Alright. Who's pick side with, though?
The pick sides with Dougie.
Alright, yo, we have Pesa.
Besides, I think Batty's record is better right now.
He's what? Yeah, his only loss was against Dougie.
Yeah, but Nikoi, he's currently like
And you're down.
What is it?
Sorry, you're down. Sorry, he's what, 7-2?
I think Batty is 7-2. Yeah.
Batty 7-2. His only loss was against Dougie, and you're down. All right.
And Dougie, meanwhile, is
4-3,
I think.
4-3, yeah, 4-3.
Yeah. So don't mind me picking Batty.
I'm gonna pick Dougie. All right. We have Pesa versus Itoshi Flower.
Pesa.
Sorry, Itoshi Flower is kind of middling in this year, so I'm gonna say the one who is completely better, Pesa.
Yeah. I think Pesa's probably, from what I can tell, Pesa does a bit more on smoking.
I mean, you learned firsthand how good Pesa is, so...
Yes, I also looked into all his tour records in the last couple months.
And?
Well, I can pull it up.
You can just pull out your own scout. You can just pull out your scout against him.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. I wasn't prepared for a zoom roll because he never used it.
Ah.
Nor did he use Magnezone, save for like only once.
Wow.
He was mostly loading offensive teams. Not so much bulky offense.
Anyway.
Right, he got into top 8 of UU Open, and he's currently playing in, well, I don't know about currently, actually, but, he is, or was, playing UU for PSPL.
PSPL, not USPL.
No, I almost said SPL.
Smogon Premier League says UU now. Alright. Pesa to win. Pesa to win.
Obviously SPL as UU. I'm pretty sure it's all tiers, mostly.
I know. But Pesa to win.
Pesa to win.
Does Pick also say Pesa?
Pesa to win as well, says the Pick.
Alright. RU! We have Dirk versus Max's C23.
Dirk's actually been doing good, no?
Yeah, 4-2. He's 4-2.
You sure?
He's 3-2 in the sheet, and he won last time, so 4-2.
4-2 indeed. And Max's C is 3-5.
Oof. Yes.
I'm going Dirk.
I'm also going Dirk. I mean, it's possible, Max.
I want them to stun each other.
What?
I want them to stun each other. They both used stun last week, so now they should use it against each other.
Might as well sun it out for both of them. Alright, do this Pick say.
The Pick says Dirk.
Alright, NU, we have Gomdol versus Reggie Boob.
Gom.
Gomo no. Boob. Yes, Gomdol to win.
Isn't Gom like 7-1?
He is probably the best record in NU, yes. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's overtaken Novak for best record. 7-1, yes.
She. I'm pretty sure.
Sorry. Only lost to Nemose.
And that was in week 1. And she beat Nemose. She beat Nemose later. So, yeah. Basically beating every opponent she faced.
Gomo no. Win. Does Pick also say Gom?
Yes.
Alright. PU! We have Ghost Alex versus Me Empty. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this.
Battle of Mid?
Battle of... Not just mid. Not very good.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what mid is,
No,
you know?
That's below average. I would say below average.
Not even average? You're actually being harsher than me.
Yeah, I'm saying below average. There's no Memphis to pay, okay?
Okay, Ghost Alex is 2-3 on the sheet. Did they play for semis? No, I don't think they did, right?
They didn't, no.
So 2-3.
Me Empty also didn't play last week, or 2 weeks ago. And they're 1-3.
Sheesh.
We could have gotten Memphis Depay versus Tilene, and I would have been more hyped, but nope.
Let's see. Me Empty. 1 versus Failber, loss versus Memphis Depay, Lenny, and Shone.
Meanwhile,
Jesus Christ.
Meanwhile, for Ghost Alex, they defeated Duke of Kings and Terracotta, but lost to Asa, Memphis Depay, and ETGX. So,
oh my god. I don't know who wins this.
I don't know who wins this either. This is just straight up a 50-50. I'm gonna say, for sheer hardness of opponents, I'm gonna go with... They both face Memphis Depay, who looked stronger against Memphis Depay.
Pretty sure Me Empty did. I don't actually remember how Ghost Alex did.
I'm gonna say Me Empty, just because they look stronger against Memphis Depay.
see. Let me see. So recently, I think.
He's catching up.
Yeah, he's done PU Open.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he made it very far, but that's something.
Oh man. I'm saying me empty. Who are you saying?
I guess I'll say me empty as well, but my gut is saying Ghost Select, so I don't know.
What are you going with? Your gut?
Go with me empty.
Alright, you're going me empty. Who does pick say?
The pick says Ghost Elects.
Okay. LC. Novax versus DeMarvelous.
You know, maybe my gut's saying Ghost Elects because I don't want me empty to win.
We'll see.
Anyways, Novax.
You're going with the luck boy. You're going with the luck boy. I'm also going with the luck boy.
Yes, even if he was lucky last week, he did still play well. It's not like he played bad and got rewarded. He just played well and got super rewarded.
And got really rewarded. Yeah, I'm also picking Novax. He's been doing pretty good this whole tour. So.
Yes, he has.
Alright, does pick agree?
The pick does not agree. It says DeMarvelous.
Monotype. We have Cap Kraken versus Immortal. You finally, yay! You've converted. You're now a crack. You released the Quacken.
Dude, his opponent kind of sucks.
Oof. You're not wrong, but oof. Harsh as always. Captain Kraken to win.
Captain Kraken to win. Doesn't he have like the best monotype record?
He's 3-2. Well, no, 4-2 actually. 4-2.
Oh. Okay, not quite as great as I thought, but 4-2 is nice. I kind of wonder who has the best monotype record now.
It's probably redacted.
Well, Thanos had 4-2. Thanos ended 4-2. Sealau ended 4-3. Oh wait, there's
2 for the best record in monotype.
Yeah, whereas Immortal is 0-2.
Yes. So Kraken. Yeah. Alright, pick.
The pick says I'm mortal.
Alright. Doubles OU, we have Churro Jr. versus Icy Penguin.
Now, I wouldn't be too surprised if Churro wins, but I'm going Icy Penguin.
I wouldn't be surprised either. Really. But I think I'm gonna back Churro on this one.
What?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Icy Penguin did better in OSDT, though.
He did do better in OSDT, but bokeh art.
Are you saying this to agree with me, or do you know this for a fact?
I'm doing this to agree with you.
Wow, I don't think you should... Should you be admitting to that?
Probably not. But I am saying I don't know, man, like... I do acknowledge that Icy Penguin may have the better record and has the better force of opponents.
Yeah, Icy Penguin made it to the top 8 in OSDT.
Damn.
Yeah.
How is he not VGC?
Churro did not. Churro lost a fair bit earlier.
How is Icy Penguin not in VGC unless he is actually in VGC, but...
We don't know.
Yeah.
We'll never know, maybe. Ooh.
Maybe he's playing under Icy Penguin. No, there's their real names. Fuck.
We don't know if he's there or not, because they use real names.
Yeah, they do use real names. It's probably... I'm not speculating shit, but I'm picking Churro. Betting man instinct.
Oh, okay.
Betting man. Just saying betting man instinct. Probably the
Okay.
one against Franco is probably the one that swung me. Alright. Who does pick say?
The pick says Churro.
Churro. Alright, National Dex. Crowcrumbs versus Omar.
Okay, I'm picking Omar.
Yes! The redemption arc for Omar is complete. I'm also going Omar.
I don't know how much Crowcrumbs plays Nat Dex, though part of me has a feeling that he plays more Nat Dex than I'm aware.
You never know. You never know.
You know what? I'm going to check this.
Oh no.
There's a quick way to check.
Oh no.
Gen 9.
What?
That's
What?
Perhaps he does not play National Dex.
Oof. Is this really his first time?
Just checking. Did I spell it right? Then not in tournaments anyway.
Oh wow.
But that he's just played it and never won.
Wow. Okay, Omar to win.
Yeah, Omar to win.
He's going positive, folks. Finally, woo!
You're jinxing him.
I am glazing him. That means he's gonna lose.
No, I said you're jinxing him.
Oh, then I'll reverse jinx him and make him win. Alright, who does pick say?
The pick says Crowcrumbs, actually.
Holy crap, is it predicting for most of the goalies?
Looks like it. Well, save for a few.
Save for a few, yes. I think it's...
Let's actually go over this.
So we're all picking Golurks to win. I predicted an 8-4, you predicted a 7-5. Pick is doing a 9-3. We're all picking the gritty Golurks to win.
I think mine's the most realistic. I don't see this being a complete curb stomp. I see this being close.
I see this being a tie. I honestly, I could see this being a tie.
I hope it's not a tie.
Yeah, because I don't want to...
Unless you want No Name to go 11-0.
Maybe we could make that happen, but
Actually, yeah, I don't want a tie because the Jirachis are just gonna lock OU and win again.
Yeah. Well, if it goes to a tiebreaker, they're automatically winning.
Yeah, literally.
So, but yeah, I mean, they could be spicy and not pick OU because
they're gonna pick OU, Mikoi. They have the monster known as No Name.
Yeah, that's their one.
Wait.
No, they could be spicy and not do a second OU. Obviously, an OU is going to be locked, but they could keep No Name there and then be 1-0. But then the other two slots, they could be really spicy. Maybe they could do a PU doubles or something like that.
No, of course they're freaking not doing that.
Because it would be spicy.
Well, doubles is actually a decent option. I see Penguins doing well. But PU? No, are you crazy?
Like I said, I'm just throwing out ideas.
But yeah, they're obviously locking OU because they literally have Batty and the Nameless Monster.
The Nameless Monster with numbers.
Yes.
Alright, so that brings us to the end of the predictions. Thank you, Pick, for being a worthy participant in our shenanigans. I know you can't talk.
I wonder if it'd like to say you're welcome.
Do a pick now. Does it say you're welcome or no thank you? Well, fuck you too, Pick. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video, leave a comment, or subscribe. Click that notification bell so you wouldn't be missing a video once it comes out. And I'll see you a week from now, probably 2 weeks from now, if we have a tiebreaker. Please God, no.
Let's not say that. Let's not have that happen, please.
We'll see you the next time where we end this damn thing and congratulate the Jirachis. I mean, friggin' congratulate the Goalworks. I mean, friggin' crown a winner. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Mikoi, signing out.
Bye-bye.